Good morning. Let's go see outside. So nice to be back in regular programming. Good morning. I am not a woman of color. I'm also not a man of color. And my God, do I not know much. I don't know much. Like each of us, what I've got, y'all, is I have my lens, my glasses. This is how I see the world, right through here. And I need a new prescription. I think many of us do, if we can just realize that what we're seeing is blurry. So, no, I am not a person of color. I am a gay woman. And I came out officially in 1998 at the University of Missouri, Columbia, on October 11th. National Coming Out Day, if anybody cares. And it was terrifying back then. Not nearly as terrifying as what happened the day after I came out. You might have heard of a gentleman named Matthew Shepard. Matthew Shepard is a gay man who was murdered in a very brutal way for being gay. That was kind of like heavy, heavy, heavy for me. Needless to say, that was the beginning of a whole new level of fear for me in life. Fear about going to college in the country, what the country boys are gonna do to me if they find out I'm gay. If they're gonna try to make me straight somehow and shit like that. That's no way to live. It is a process to get comfortable for each of us in our own skin and who we are, at the expense sometimes of hurting other people's feelings. Because I will tell you that I spent about probably 15 years trying to make sure that when people made sure that they're okay with my being gay, that I made sure that they're okay. It's okay, don't worry. I get it, you're cool with gay, and I'm always taking care of people who are like trying to make sure that I know that they're cool with my being gay. Lord have mercy. I started coming out to myself in 1997, so that puts me somewhere around 23 years. Actually, this summer. Literally 23 years this summer. Ha! Makes me think of my first girlfriend in St. Louis that secret summer of 1997. What I've learned in the year since I've been out is that there's basically 4 types of people and how they respond to my being gay. And it is not that I come out and go, hey, by the way, nice to meet you, I'm a homosexual. That's not what happens. In normal conversation, what does the kid's dad do, or where does he live? And I don't let people think my kids have a dad, because they don't. There are 4 kinds of responses about my being gay. The first is hate. There's a very rare breed of people who just hate. They live with darkness in their hearts, and they hate anybody who is different from them. That is the exception, folks. I believe it's the exception. The second is you see that somebody is so shocked that I just said I'm gay, like they don't have a file for it. But wait, you've got long hair, you've got a high-pitched voice, you look pretty normal, and you seem kind of friendly. Sometimes that is, I can tell it's loaded with a bunch of training and conditioning, typically fueled by religion, one very narrow path of religion. These folks are battling. Oh my God, you're gay? This is what I've been studying in the Bible my whole life. Oh God, and here you are. I don't know what to do with it. But Jesus says love people. So I'm gonna smile. Here's another thing people always say, so tell me about when you came out. How old were you? How'd you figure it out? And I always say, you mean the first time? Here's a news flash for some people. We don't come out once. We come out every mother bleeping day of our lives, typically. The third type of reaction, the most common response that I get, is the response that I feel like our brothers and sisters of color in this country get all the time. and I didn't even realize I was doing it too. And that is the, oh gosh, you're gay? That's, wow, cool. My cousin's gay, my sister's gay, I've got lots of gay friends. I am so cool with being gay. It's awesome, I got no problem with it, it's cool. My inclination is always to make whoever is wee-weeing their panties feel better, that I'm not sitting here thinking you have a problem with my being gay. Maybe your discomfort with it still has a little work to do in there. The best reaction that I ever get, y'all, is no reaction at all. None. That's the best kind, and let me tell you why. I don't need you to make yourself feel better by making sure that I know that you support me. It's great and everything, and it also still keeps me separate from you. What that means is you still somehow think that you're at some higher level than me, and yet I've been doing the same thing to people of color my whole life. I got no problems with race. Listen, I've got lots of black friends. I'm embarrassed for myself. I really am. It's a hard thing for me to admit because I have been on the receiving side of that. And I can turn on my gay and off my gay however I want to in my life, and there are times when I do. I'll turn it off for whatever, job interview or something. When I get in there, I'm coming all out and proud though, y'all get ready. The point is there's a time and space, and what a luxury and a privilege that I have because I can't just peel off my skin suit. I hope for myself that what I can do is quit trying to make myself feel better. This is about feeling all this discomfort that I have, realizing like, oh my God, I have been doing to people what people have been doing to me. And on a very small scale, I know how that feels. And it sure doesn't feel great. So what I can do is stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. It is not that I do not think that we need to have a beautiful bridge between color lines in this country. I absolutely do. And I think that people of color have been doing our work for us long enough. Now it's time for us to do our work. I try not to judge or ostracize or marginalize people. And yet I am only now waking up to some of my own ways that really are quite insulting to people of color. And I think what I can do as a white person in this country is continue to have conversations with white people and admit where I have been failing. And when anything is all about me, that's what failing looks like, in my opinion. So how about we just stop working so hard at making sure that all of the people of color that we love and know in our lives, instead of making sure that they know we're on their side, how about we take action? How about we use our voices to actually be the change we want to see? It sure does sound delightful, doesn't it? This is a powerful time. It's a conversation that needs to be happening. And Coffee with Kam is a gentle, spacious place to be. And I want it to be positive and vibrant and inclusive. And also I want to have the courage to, when it's time for us to speak, let us speak. Mostly though, I think what we all need to do is shut our mouths. And listen.